Now then, my friends, I am in Morecambe, which is at the seaside, and it's famous for Eric Bartholomew, otherwise known as Eric Morecambe. He obviously got his name from Morecambe. What else is Morecambe famous for? A wooden roller coaster, and also fish and chips. I believe back in the day as well, it used to host the Miss World contests. Let me know in the comment section. It was always the posh part of it was a posh Blackpool, basically. People who went to Blackpool to go, you know, to get drunk, have a beer, you know, have a good time, etc. I love Blackpool, by the way, but Morecambe was a little bit more at market. It was for people who spoke with a plum in their mouth. Probably not so much now, but that was back in the day. It was the posh Blackpool. I used to go with my parents when I was a kid. And what do you want when you are at the seaside? You want fish and chips. Now, I've been for fish and chips before here in Morecambe, and everybody says Atkinson's are the best fish and chips. They're award winning, that's why they're the best. I know, just because you've got an award doesn't always mean that they are the best. And I've also been informed by a viewer of mine about a year ago now. I keep a list and I've gone back through it, and he said Bear Village Chippy is the best. Now, I've just done a little review of a Renault 5 at the local dealership here in Morecambe, and the gentleman who worked there, I told him, and I said, I'm going to Bear Village Chippy, what's he like? He went, well, he said, between Atkinson's and Bear Village, he said Atkinson's smells amazing and it's okay, but Bear Village is the best. So we're going to go Morecambe out of 10. I'm going to take you guys with me. It'll be a very quick video today. Tell me what you think. We're going to have fish chips, curry sauce, mushy peas, and we're also going to have probably a tin of pop or whatever. So if you're new to the channel, do me a favour, hit the subscribe button, click the little bell for notifications when I upload new videos. That's a mouthful. Now, without further ado, my friends, let's go. I've got to say, there's something about having fish and chips at the seaside, isn't there? They just taste better when you have them at the seaside. Even though the fish is probably not even caught in Morecambe, it's probably caught abroad somewhere. But there's just something about it. And there's also something about having fish and chips, tell me if I'm wrong, I'm sure you will, in the car. You've got to eat fish and chips in the car by the seaside. Windows get a little bit steamy, etc. I'm in the wrong lane here, aren't I? Shoot, am I going to get over here? Yeah. There's something about eating them in the car, and I think it's because it takes me back to the days of when I had fish and chips with my dad. My dad used to take me for fish and chips. My mum was always working, and we'd have fish and chips in the car. It'd be steamy. He'd actually have some wooden forks and some vinegar and some salt in his glove compartment as well. In fact, his glove compartment, I've thought this for ages, his glove compartment was always covered in salt. So there's something about eating your fish and chips in a car. So we might do that today if we can find somewhere to park. Go and get the fish and chips and eat them in the car, out of respect for my dad.
I'm here at Duxford and I'm bloody starving. I can eat a pit pony and I'm hungry. Give us a bite of your nails. I'm starving.
Happy Mount Park. Happy Mount Park. Let me know again in the comment section. Happy Mount Park, Morecambe. Wasn't that something to do with Mr. Blobby? Was it Mr. Blobby World or something? And it didn't take off. Did it go into bankruptcy? I'm pretty sure Noel Edmonds put some of his own money into that. Happy Mount Park. Right, it's just down here. Oh, I reckon we can park up on the seafront here, and we can go and get the fish and chips. Oh, do you know what? There's nothing better than that, is there? We can park up and the tide's gone out now, but it's fantastic. I love it. It's like old times with my dad. You can tell us all about your hungriness if you want.
Shut your face.
It's now, what time is it?
time I was eating.
That sea air doesn't have to give you an appetite. Right, so we're going to head off, get the fish and chips. By the way, over in the distance there, you've got the Lake District and also Grange over Sands over that way. As I say, Morecambe, very, very dangerous tides here as well. You've got to be very careful. I was here when I was a kid, I've said this before, and I walked along and fell down this sinkhole there. And my cousin managed to get me out. But very, very dangerous tides. But back in the day, Morecambe used to be a fantastic place. It has gone a little bit downhill now, but I still do. It does hold a special place in my heart, and I'm really looking forward to these fish and chips. I just think it needs its fairground again. It's lost its fairground. It used to have a pleasure beach, a roller coaster, a wooden roller coaster. It used to have a fun house there. It was great. So I had some fantastic memories there with my dad and with my parents. Anyway, let's go and get these fish and chips. Right, okay, so first things first, how much did this cost me? Well, we got a, let's get these out, curry sauce there, pop that on the dashboard. We got a, car's going back in September anyway, so whoever gets it, if you're watching this is why it smells of fish and chips. Peas in there that look nice and dark. Okay, get rid of that, that goes in the back seat. And then, what have we got here? We've got the fish and chips in here, lashings of salt and vinegar. Let's get this out. Can't get it out of this bag. There we go. Come on, we've got a proper fork there as well. This is, do you want a proper fork? Come on. Let's get this out. Think of all the, oh blimey, there's that much salt and vinegar on it. It's coming through the bottom of it. Oh my word. Hang on. Need to put that on there then. There's a lot of salt and vinegar on there. You can see on the bottom of it there, look, it's coming through. Let's pop this. Oh, it's all over my seat. What is going on here? Right, let's open these up and see what they're like. Now, I've got a small fish. I'll come to the price in a minute because it's on my Revolut card on my phone. But the chips look good. I got a tin there of Coke. I normally have Diet Coke, but it's got James on that one. And my little lad's called James. So I thought, well, I've got to have that really, haven't I? So, let's have a look at these fish and chips that are covered in lashings of vinegar. Take a closer look, my friends. Right, so I think the peas look a good colour. Good grief, I've got so much vinegar all over there. I've got curry sauce all over my dashboard. I think first things first, let's go in for a chip. And these look nice chips, nice golden chip. Wow. You can tell by the silence there. I'm taking in the taste. Nice fluffy inner there. Not an overly crispy outer, but crispy outer. The perfect amount of crisp. Now, this is a small fish. So we're going to open this fish up. Here we go. And have a look at this. No skin on the fish, which is good. Very hot, cooked, fresh. There we go, when I got in. Oh, that is hot. Oh. Wow. Very hot. But I'm going to tell you, I always know whether fish and chips are good when it takes me back in time to eating them in a car with my dad. And that does. They have that taste. The batter's nice and crispy. The fish nice and flaky on the fish there. Let me try and get one of these for you and show you what I mean. This car, whoever gets this car. There we go. Look at that. See how fluffy that is. That's gorgeous. Right, I think we need to check out the mushy peas first. Good grief, this car, this car, whoever gets this car. Right, good colour of the peas. I don't like a fluorescent pea. Nice and dark, which is what I like. But let's see what they taste like. They are nice peas. Oh yeah. Wow, they are really nice mushy peas. Right, let's go in for the curry sauce, which is all over my dashboard now. Might add value to the car, this. Let's dip in a chip into the curry sauce. Come on, let's get a chip out of here. Here we go, let's dip this in. Nice consistency of curry sauce there as well. Let's take this. Just looking out over on the over to the Lake District over there, over the bay, Morecambe Bay. There we go. That's nice. A little bit of a bite, not too much of a bite. Slight sweetness to it as well. Actually, let's take a little bit more of that. That, just a hint of a bite on it. I have to say, these are excellent fish and chips. It does taste better. I know, let me just tell you though, right, and some people will disagree. They'll go, oh, eating with your hands, that's gross. It tastes better. Wow. That fish, meaty, flaky, and the chips are great. So, even though Atkinson's is down the road, which I've tried and they're excellent fish and chips, just because they're award-winning doesn't mean that they're the best. The gentleman in the Renault garage said these are what the locals like. Just off of a side street as well. Right, I'll eat the rest of these. Then I might have to go and get my car valeted. I'll see you guys in a minute. We'll sum it all up, and then also we'll mark it out of 10, and I'll tell you what the price was. I've got salt in my car now. Dad, this one's for you. Oh, right. Do you know what? I actually feel I've just put my wrappers in the bin and cleaned up my dashboard a little bit, because I've got vinegar and grease everywhere in here. I think I've still got that wrapper in the back somewhere. So, fish chips, mushy peas, curry sauce, a Coke, full fat Coke, which I don't normally drink, but I mean, come on, it's got to be done, hasn't it, with James on it. Come to £13.40 in total. The chips were spot on for my liking, not too anemic, just the right amount of crispiness on the outside. The fish, it was a small fish, not a large fish, but I don't know, the older I'm getting, the less I seem to eat at the moment, and I do have a hernia which actually stops me eating as much, which is a good thing, I guess. The fish itself, nice and meaty and flaky at the same time, no skin on the fish. The batter was crispy, nice and golden, not too greasy as well. Cooked upon your arrival. Peas, absolutely superb. The peas were lush, really enjoyed them. Curry sauce could have been a tad spicier if I'm going to pick on anything, but other than that, all in all, I think absolutely spot on. Were they as good as Atkinson's, which are award-winning down the road? For me, I'm going to say, from memory, I'm going to say they taste better, because I was eating them in the car, you know, looking at the sea and whatever, you know, in the bay, and it takes me back. It was like my dad was here. Fish and chips. In fact, my dad probably was here. He's probably with me in spirit. I'm having fish and chips in the car with my dad. It's come to have something to eat.
Shut up.
At the seaside. What more do you want? So for me, I'm going to give them a solid 9.8 out of 10. I think they were spot on. Loved them. There we go. So get yourself. I think they've got a website. I'll put the description in the link down below. Check them out for yourself if you come to Morecambe. And Morecambe on a nice day, to be fair, is lovely, and you can go and see Eric Morecambe's statue up there as well. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed that little video. Wasn't the longest in the world, but it was nice and short and to the point. And if you're watching this in a year's time and you've got my car, well, that's why it smells of fish and chips. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.
Shall we be going now, sir?
Oh yeah.